Carol and I are overjoyed by today's announcement and the prospect of a wedding next year. I'm not sure what I can bring. Many bold ladies tell me that the Middletons and Buckingham Palace have been at odds for years. Carol Middleton made a move that no one, even Queen Camilla, expected. This choice is bold, so shocking that it shattered regal harmony. Camilla, the royal strategist, has always been patient, but Carol? She rewrote the rules. What about fallout? Camilla fought back tears in an unexpected time. Royal power. Struggle. No one predicted it. Prince William first noticed Kate Middleton. A fairy tale romance. But behind palace doors, reality was not magical. From the start, Caroline Middleton understood she had to be careful. Some made it painfully plain that Kate wasn't their ideal future queen, and the royal family didn't immediately welcome her daughter. One person had strong opinions. Camilla, queen consort. Camilla performed well publicly, providing smiles and pleasant words, but behind closed doors, it was different. Whispers, clever talks, and subtle power maneuvers were clear. Kate's presence made things uncomfortable. It started with little gestures, offhand comments about royal traditions, and modest reminders that Kate hailed from a non-aristocratic environment. Sharp and strategic Carol kept quiet. She wouldn't launch a conflict, but she wouldn't ignore her family. Then came wedding preparations, a chance every mother dreams of helping design her daughter's special day. As plans evolved, Carol and Camilla's emotions boiled over. Camilla sought royal customs and palace control over planning. She was part of the aristocracy before joining the royal family, and she didn't want the Middletons, a self-made family, to take center stage. Carol had other ideas. She wouldn't let her daughter be ruled. She wouldn't allow Kate get steamrolled after years of preparing her for life. This quiet conflict between the two women became unavoidable. From guest selection to seating, every decision was a subtle tug of war. Hidden beyond polished smiles, tension simmered. The rivalry continued after the wedding. If anything, it strengthened. The Middletons, formerly outsiders, had entered the royal fold, but they weren't totally accepted. Power plays persisted, sometimes whispering, sometimes grandly. Caroline, passionately independent, refused to be marginalized, while Camilla, anchored in royal history, refused to relinquish authority. Years of quiet skirmishes, smart actions, and behind-the-scenes influence have culminated to a surprise moment. Caroline Middleton's brave, unexpected choice has shaken Buckingham Palace. Camilla, known for her serenity, appeared shaken. What Caroline did wasn't royal protocol. And Camilla? Nothing prepared her. Continue watching to see the story unfold. After entering Buckingham Palace on an ordinary morning, Caroline Middleton shocked it. No royal celebration. The big doors opened quietly, without flashing cameras. Watchers thought it was a routine visit. But what she carried? That was unusual. For years, she had carefully played her job, smiling at the correct times and remaining in the background. She wasn't here for small talk this time. Her arrival shook the kingdom to its core. Brought something. She brought proof. True financial records, never before seen. Not your typical bank statements or royal transactions. No, this was much darker. Using shell corporations, millions of pounds were surreptitiously transferred through secret accounts disguised as legitimate investments. Swiss private bank meetings, offshore transactions, concealed by phony business names. Money so well hidden that even financial specialists had problems tracking it. Queen Camilla is central. This went beyond money. The British monarchy is based on duty, trust, and service. No royals should profit from their positions. They should serve. Were Carol's revelations genuine, this wasn't merely a scandal. There was a direct breach of trust. The most shocking part, The hidden funds weren't simply in accounts. Decisions were made using them. Decisions that affected Kate. Decisions that made Middleton's lives harder. Documents hitting the table disturbed the room's air. Advisors rushed out, likely to inform the right people, as phones rang and whispers spread like wildfire. Camilla was the only one frozen. She was the composure master for decades. She endured public scrutiny, royal controversies, and scandal after scandal. However, this time was different. Within the room, witnesses observed it. Flickering shock, split-second control loss. Carol didn't just accuse. She had names, dates, transactions, and covert meetings. She had everything. The ramifications? They went beyond money. This was just beginning. So what caused this revelation? Be vigilant to discover the truth. Camilla, troubled. Carol Middleton observed it long ago. Small changes that established a disturbing pattern when combined. Important royal invitations stopped arriving. Family traditions that kept Kate close were subtly changed. Middleton-affiliated charities lost royal support without explanation. Camilla was at the core of this clever, nuanced plan. But what happened next was unexpected. Carol went public with her concerns. She announced it outside the palace within hours. News broke, journalists investigated, and royal commentators examined every aspect. There was more to this tabloid rumor. Facts, names, and dates. When the public learned, the reactions were fierce. Carol was seen as a brave outsider who challenged the royal establishment, revealing a hidden power struggle. Others thought she broke an unsaid norm, raising a storm that could topple the monarchy. Whatever their position, one thing was guaranteed. This crisis was unique. The effect was immediate in Buckingham Palace. Chaos ensued behind closed doors. Crisis teams worked extra, lawyers were brought in, and meetings lasted late. The conventional method, stay silent till the headlines fade, wasn't going to work. The accusations were too precise and harmful. Even palace officials who handle royal controversies said this was different. Camilla vanished. No public appearances, no carefully crafted statements, just silence. This was a nightmare for someone who had spent years transforming herself from the most problematic royal woman to the Queen of England. The trust she worked hard for, the reputation she sought to restore. It was all fading. Just when things seemed hopeless, they got worse. Financial experts investigated. Funding allocation was questioned. This went how far? Who else participated? This scandal may involve more than Camilla? They became increasingly concerned as they probed deeper. Possible outcomes were unlimited. None of them were good for the royals. Behind palace walls, silent battle. Carol Middleton watched her daughter Kate navigate the complex and often cruel royal family for years, biting her tongue. She had witnessed the Middletons' silent but deliberate exclusion, decisions made without their consent, invitations that never arrived, and sudden alterations in tradition that separated Kate from her family. Carol was fed up with silence. Her daughter was no longer the focus.